compulsion is, right? Hoarding, who knows what it is? There's anything can be compulsive, anything. And it's like, well, if we could find that command center and experiment with it and switch things off so that we no longer have this compulsive behavior, hey, we're onto something. And even better, if we can do it, create some tapping things that everybody can just follow along, because essentially that's what this medication is doing. But as you know, from being on it for too long, you can develop all sorts of problems, which I don't want to do. I'm just using it as a way to, control my mindset. And I know that once I get into the flow, I have a pretty strong conscious mind. I can control my mindset. It was just really waking up every day and not being able to do it because, by the evening you're exhausted, you've done readings, you've done videos, you've done this, you've done that, you're running a household, you're dealing with your elderly father, you're dealing with your kids and everybody else, and it was just too much. And my life has always been like that. Like my life has always been full throttle all the time ever since I can remember. And it feels weird to me if my life does not operate in that way. Like if I sit down and relax for like an hour, that feels strange to me. It's like, wait a minute, I need to be doing something here. And I
Well,
usually
we
get
need a
up and do,
vacation for you then, because you got to take a time to relax and sit back,
yeah, well,
enjoy a nice margarita on the beach.
I know that sounds lovely. Okay, but when you have children, what do you do on vacation? You're just cooking and cleaning in a different location. Right? That's all you're doing. You're feeding, cooking, cleaning, and mommying, right? In a different location. That it's just the view is different, right? It's just you may look out at the beach as opposed to, a tree. So yeah, that for moms, oh no, it's just it's the same work in a different location. And I don't mind that. I love that. But
All right.
yeah, it's not like putting your feet up. But
So the word
anyway, so
today.
that, well, right. So that's one thing that we our lady who's so smart, she was the one that was in the vortex last week, right? On the full moon. And can I just say, at the top of the what is it called? Cathedral Rock or whatever in Sedona, she met a couple that had their son had passed and they'd gone up there for healing, and she put them on the phone to me, and I gave them a reading from their son, and it was like,
Wow.
wow, they didn't know that they were going to get that, right? They didn't know they were going to get that by climbing up to the top of the rock. They just thought they're looking to heal. Their son had passed very tragically in a car accident, very young, like 21, 22,
Wow.
and they got to the top of the rock and she handed them her phone and they got a reading from their son. And it gave them something to look forward to, like, grandchildren on the way with the other siblings and all that. Anyway, so she's amazing. And I give her a lot of credit because she helps us all so much. Now, the other thing that we learned and over the weekend, and now it's just gone from my mind, so I can't remember. What was it? It was something really profound. And oh, yes. Okay, here we go. So, George, right? I know a lot of us are trying the 369 method. Okay, so what does that mean? And if there are any new people here, please raise your hand so we can get you settled into the tapping. That way I know to explain more, right, as we're going along. So the 369 method. So what happens is a lot of us, we just have one manifestation. Okay, so there's a part of me that knows how to easily and joyfully manifest, blah, 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 blah. And then you finish out your round of tapping. So what people are doing, and it is very effective, 3 times in the morning. So 3 rounds in the morning. No need to open and close and let go and heal and all that. You don't need to do that with this 369 method. But what you're doing is you're just saying you're easily and joyfully manifesting 3 times in the morning. You're doing 3 rounds in the morning, 6 rounds in the afternoon, 9 rounds in the evening. Well, after a few days of that, okay, you're going to get burned out, right? So George's advice was to switch it up and have about, even up to 7 different manifestations. Okay. So on a Monday, you have this particular manifestation, Tuesday, a different one, Wednesday, a different one, Thursday, a different one. Or if you don't want to have 7, maybe you only have 3 or 4 different manifestations. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're doing this. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you're doing that. Sunday, you're dedicating to something else, right? And that was to prevent the burnout. So I was really appreciative when George gave us that information. Anyway, so this morning, I thought we would work on feeling like a failure. Okay, because a lot of times this feeling defeated, feeling like a failure prevents us from even get launching whatever it is we're trying to do. So even as we're trying to manifest, if you're already feeling like a failure, right? What's not going to happen for you? It's not, because you're already saying, well, I'll try it, but nothing ever works for me. And I'm not going to hold too much into this. I'm not going to believe in it. Now that's the other thing that we also got a few for the last few weeks was with the manifesting. Okay, very, very important to believe that you deserve it, B, that you're not going to misuse it. Okay. C, believe that you will stick to your spiritual journey. But really, in all of that, it's believing that it can and will happen and that you are powerful enough to make it happen. Okay. Very, very important. That belief system that you have. And if you can't find it within yourself, right? Well, then what do you need to do? 369 every day. There's a part of me that knows how to easily and joyfully manifest the optimum belief in myself that I can make this happen. Okay. Right? CTT is pretty much unlimited. It can stop the dying process. It can stop a lot of illnesses. I don't actually work on physical ailments, but it's certainly as far as like emotions and mental status and, compulsive behaviors and all of that. If you stick with it long enough, it will work. But you also have to believe in it. When people come to me for readings, right? If they're skeptical and they don't believe in what's going to happen, guess what they've just done? They've ruined their reading. Why? Because the information doesn't flow as well. But people that come to readings, right, or even CTT sessions with a firm belief, yes, I know this works, yes, this is possible, and not have that skepticism, and then what happens is it goes better for them. So make sure you have the fundamental belief lurking around in there somewhere. So feeling like a failure is what I thought we would work on today, if everybody's okay with that. Is everybody good with that?
I think it's
Oh,
voice that comes up all the time in your head. So yes, there's a new person here. We'll get to you in a moment. Welcome. Feeling like a failure. I think it mimics a lot of what people hear, that voice in their head.
yeah, you already feel defeated. You're already like self-sabotaging your own defeat. Okay, so I thought that's what we would work on today. Great. So, would you please explain how we tap? And again, don't forget, if you're prone to seizure activity, if you have a history of seizures, or there's a chance that you may have a seizure, okay, do not attempt the CTT. Don't do it. You could end up activating seizures, and we don't want that, right? Because it's highly stimulating to the brain and the brain activity. Please, please, please do not attempt the CTT if you have a history of seizures or if you're prone to seizures. Okay, Mr. Reality, if you would explain, please, that would be great.
Sure, we can cross our arms in front of us, and you're tapping bilaterally on your shoulders in a 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 cadence with me, speaking aloud with me, repeating after Liz. And if these voices sound or these words sound difficult to say, it's because we're projecting the negative out and allowing it to move through our consciousness and out. So you might feel tingly sensations, headaches, sniffles, runny nose, pains in some type of your body. And if you do feel those, make sure you write them in the chat and we can look at each individual issue and see where that is and help you move through it. Yes, the upper arm. So cross your arms in front of you and tap bilaterally on the outside of your bicep. Or alternatively, you can cross your hands in front of you and tap on your lap or move your feet up and down as long as you're having bilateral movement as you repeat with me.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so and we're all a really friendly group. Again, so look, Christine and Rob just put the how your position. I love that. Wherever you found that, that's brilliant. Position should be also direct messaging. If somebody doesn't like what another person says in the comments, right? You need to ignore it. Okay, don't sit there direct messaging people trying to control the group, telling them they're not allowed to feel a certain way. I'd really appreciate that. And don't direct message me under any circumstances. In fact, Mr. Reality, if there's a way to turn that direct messaging off, that would be great. All right, so let's go ahead and open. This is what we do. You must open before you do the CTT. You must stay till close, okay? We are not responsible for anything that happens to you. If you leave midway through, you're going to have holes in your energy field. And then what will happen is you've just traded one set of problems for a new set of problems. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and begin. All right, here we go. There's a part of, oh, thank you, Mr. Reality, for being here and hosting, as always. Thank you. And thanks for everyone for turning up. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, next one, treasures. Oh, by the way, the feeling of like a failure, I went through George Dusman's list this morning. I was like, oh, this one's for you, George, because that was one of his things on the list that he created of all the things that you can do with CTT. All right, so treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to see,
to see,
recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, somebody just threw the question into my head. Why are we doing these rounds? Well, we're following protocol. Very, very important to follow protocol when you're doing the CTT. Okay, you don't want to deviate. There's some girl with like stuffed bears or whatever. She has her own little video and she's all over the place. Like that's the perfect example of how not to do the CTT. Well, there's a part of me, and it goes on and on and on and on. And what I asked George who she was, he was like, I think she may have come by and done one round with him. Right? And that was it. All right. And the last part, which is the most important part of this exercise today, which is the optimum activation of all of our spiritual helpers and divine team. Okay, we got to be responsible with energy removal and we ask them for their assistance. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine team.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately take away any and all negative dark energy.
They will transport it into the spirit world
They will transport it into the spirit world.
and they will transmute it into white light positive karma back into the universe.
And they will transport it into white light positive karma back into the universe.
The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. So easily and joyfully manifest what? Joyfully manifest the optimum ability to what? To, we don't want to feel like a failure, but oftentimes we do. And we fear failure as well. How would we word that, Mr. Reality?
To be successful on every level all the time.
That is actually, you know what? I like that. I do. Okay, to be successful, what in everything we do,
In everything we do all the time. That way
all
we're
of the time.
flipping the script to see if the positivity over the negativity works.
Okay, and to rid ourselves any fear of failure. Okay, brilliant. I love that. Well done. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to be successful in everything we do
to be successful in everything we do
all of the time
all of the time
without the fear of failure
without the fear of failure
standing in our way.
standing in our way.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I got I am nothing. What did you get?
You know how when you can put tape over a balloon and then pinprick it with a little pinprick and it will start to slowly lose air? We have hundreds of those pinpricks all around our auric field and we don't see them. So we're a lot of energy is escaping that we don't know about.
Hmm. Yeah. And it's just these little voices and little negatives
That
that
moment.
crop up
Right.
in and around our energy field that prevent us from being successful. Perfect. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We have too many holes in our energy field.
We have too many holes in our energy field.
It reminds us how terrible and unsuccessful we are.
It reminds us how terrible and unsuccessful that we are.
I am nothing.
I am nothing.
What's the point in trying?
What is the point in trying?
It's not going to work out.
It's not going to work out.
And we don't know how to accept ourselves wholly for who and what we are.
And we do not know how to accept ourselves wholly for who and what we are.
We are too busy comparing ourselves with others.
We are too busy comparing ourselves with others.
Their success is our failure.
Their success is our failure.
We are nothing compared to them.
We are nothing compared to them.
All right, we'll finish out this round. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get, Miss Maria? Oh, people are saying they can't hear you very well, by the way. You are quite faint this morning. I mean, I turned my
I'm not
speaker up.
faint. You're all
Oh, there you
get your
go.
wax out of your ears. Thank you. I got an image of an iceberg and someone climbing up the iceberg, but what we don't see is that which is below the horizon, the substrata. So it's much bigger. The unconscious is much bigger down below the waterline.
So the iceberg. Run that by me again. Sorry.
So the other side of the iceberg that we don't see below the waterline is really what we should be scaling. We should turn the iceberg upside down and scale that unconscious instead of trying to ascend.
That is really clever, isn't it? So it's about we can't work on what we can't see.
Right.
Again,
Exactly.
that is a very, we often get a lot of similar messages coming through in the CTT sessions, right? And they seem to apply to everybody, and that's one of them that certainly comes up quite a lot. And I think there is somebody making a list of frequent phrases that come up over and over so that we can, do rounds of just letting go all of these frequent phrases that come up. So that was very good. I got there are too many obstacles, too much in my way, too much noise, too much interference. And you got we can't work on the unseen. The unknown, the unseen. Okay, awesome. Let's work our way through it. Again, if you get any messages, make sure you drop it in the chat. If not, don't worry, right? We're all here working together. Just, keep it light. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We can't fix what we cannot see.
We cannot fix what we cannot see.
There are too many obstacles.
There are too many obstacles.
There's too much interference.
There's too much interference.
There's too much noise.
There is too much noise.
Too many distractions.
Too many distractions.
I feel like I'm going nowhere.
I feel like I'm going nowhere.
What else?
I don't have the power to see what my problems are.
I don't have the power to see what my problems are. It's all hidden. It's the unknown.
It is all hidden. It is all unknown.
Why is life such a minefield?
Why is life such a minefield?
I'll just stay in my safety zone.
I will just stay in my safety zone.
I don't have high expectations.
I do not have high expectations.
I'm not worthy of having them.
I am not worthy of having them.
I don't expect things out of others. I don't have high expectations in others.
I do not have high expectations in others.
We just go with the flow.
We just go with the flow.
What else?
I'm always stuck in the slow lane.
That's so funny. I'm always stuck in the slow lane. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in a big traffic jam.
I
We're
don't
all
want
going
pinpricks
somewhere.
in my energy field.
I don't like pinpricks in what was it? I don't mind or I don't like.
I don't want pinpricks in my energy field.
I don't want pinpricks in my energy field, but they're just there.
They're just there.
And I don't know how to heal them.
I do not know how to heal them.
Hmm. Anything else?
No.
Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I got again, I am not worthy. What did you get?
I still get a lot of ice themes, very like, you're trying to go down the toboggan run, so you can't see the life around you. You're just speeding through and don't really have a chance to experience or evolve in life.
Like the Jamaican bobsled
Like
team?
the Jamaican bobsled team. I didn't see them
That's
specifically,
my
but yeah,
favorite.
just this fast moving pace. I can't focus on anything because I don't have the time moving so quickly.
So I love that movie. Yeah, Mom. Most of you probably know
A
that
good Christmas
I lived in
classic. Yes.
Jamaica. Yeah, I lived in Jamaica for a while. And they do those boxcar races. That's like a big deal. The boxcar. Yeah, it's true. You know, at the beginning of the movie, the boxcar races,
Yeah.
that's like a big community thing. They do the boxcar races all the time. They build them and yeah, it's great. It's like serious, very serious stuff. Um, so I am not worthy. And also, it's the going down the bobsled, right? It's you're going too fast, everything's out of control. I can't seem to steer the thing where I wanted to go, right? So this is where you're in a fight against the universe. And you're wanting one thing for yourself, like you think that there's only one road to success, okay, but oftentimes the universe will present a different path, and this is about the resistance to that path, okay. And let me tell you, that's a fight you don't want to be in when you're resisting the path that the universe is that you've already contracted, you've already made for yourself. No, you will lose. You will lose hands down every time. The universe will tear you down like you would not believe. Okay. All right. So it's just, and then, yes, like Nancy says, I don't have any control. So I just give up. Right. So it's about, we have very limited belief or limited sort of visions or versions of a path. Oh, that was a good one. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We have very limiting beliefs.
We have very limiting beliefs.
We think that success can only come one way.
We think success can only come one way.
When the universe is throwing other paths to us, like they're giving us other paths,
When the universe is showing us other paths,
we dismiss them immediately.
we miss them immediately.
We dismiss them. We just dismiss all the other opportunities.
We dismiss them and all the other opportunities immediately.
We only think there's one way to success,
We only think there is one way to success,
and we stick firmly on that path.
and we sit firmly on that path.
What else?
I have
I
so
don't
much to
have,
do. I'm being pulled in different directions and only get bits and pieces done.
I have so much to do. I am being pulled in, that's my life, being pulled in so many directions that I only get small bits and pieces done at a time. I don't have control, so I just stop.
I don't have control, so I just stop.
I love this one. My negative thoughts and emotions reinforce false statements of worthlessness.
My negative thoughts and emotion reinforce false
Reinforce,
statements of worthlessness,
and I believe them.
and I believe them.
What else?
I have high expectations of others, and that backfires and leads to disappointment.
I have high expectations of others, and that backfires and leads to disappointment. I believe every negative thing that others have said about me.
I believe every negative thing that others have said about me.
I feel like a failure.
I feel like a failure.
What else?
Great things are happening just outside my field of vision.
Ooh, great things are happening just outside my field of vision, but they don't happen to me.
But they don't happen to me. Womp
I
womp.
have accepted defeat.
I have accepted defeat.
What else? What I want to achieve feels like a Herculean task.
What I want to
Herculean
achieve
task.
feels like a Herculean task.
I don't have energy for this.
I do not have energy for this.
I know my truth,
I know my truth,
and I'm going nowhere.
and I am going nowhere.
Anything else?
I'm a magnet for everyone's bad energy.
We had a phrase like that in the police. I won't say it. I'm a magnet for everyone's bad energy. I'm a dumping ground.
I am a dumping ground.
Oh, I like that one, Anna. My soul and my human self are working against each other.
My soul and human self are working against each other.
There's no compromise.
There is no compromise.
We are at war.
We are at war.
And love the emphasis on that. The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, I got like something about all my ideas just are on the bonfire. What did you get?
The thing that keeps coming back is I can't see what, it's that unconscious sub iceberg thing. So I feel like it's just behind me, just out of sight, happening behind my back, happening where I can't see it. And every time I turn around, it's like the ghost game. When you try and see a ghost behind you, it'll come and see, turn on the other side of you. You can't see it, just flipped out of vision. So that path to success is always just out of your view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, it really is. And all my ideas are just, burned to ash. Like, so this could be coming from someone who has like lots of different ideas. They're very creative. They're trying lots of different things, but their experience has been that all of their ideas are just they never mounted to anything. Like the crazy inventor. I love inventors or the innovator. It's like all of their ideas have failed in the past. So why should they even count now? Okay, that was good. Hmm. All right, let's keep going. If you get anything, drop it in the chat. My throat is tight. So whatever it is, we're not getting there yet, but we will. All right. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
All of my ideas,
All of my ideas,
all of my creativity,
all of my creativity,
all of my attempts.
all of my attempts. Excuse me.
That's good. No, yawning is good. It means you're releasing energy. All of my attempts are just on the fire. They've all
All of
burned
my
to ash.
attempts are on the bonfire.
There's no point.
There is no point.
I don't bother chasing my dreams.
I do not bother chasing my dreams.
I'm just left with this massive pile of ash.
I am left with this giant pile of ash.
Nothing works out.
Nothing works out.
I just need to accept reality.
I just need to accept reality
That I am not to meant that I am not meant to be something greater.
but I am not meant to be something greater.
And I accept that.
And I accept that.
So I'm just going to stop trying.
I am just going to stop trying.
What else?
Uh,
Don't see the opportunities.
I don't see
Just
the
don't see them.
opportunities in front of me.
I'm racking my brains. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do.
I'm racking my brain and cannot figure out what I'm supposed to do.
What else?
I feel like I'm always too much in my own safety net.
I feel like I'm too much in my own safety net. I'm not prepared to be uncomfortable.
I am not prepared to be uncomfortable.
I'm not going to take risks.
I'm not going to take risks.
I'm not going to put myself out there.
I'm not going to put myself out there.
I don't want anyone to notice me.
I don't want anyone to notice me.
I'm too kind to win this war.
I'm too kind to win this war.
The competition is cutthroat.
The competition is cutthroat.
I will never make it.
I will never make it.
What else?
I just want to get stuck in quicksand.
I just want to get stuck in quicksand. That's what it feels like. I'm going nowhere.
I'm going nowhere.
I just need to accept where I am in life.
I just need to accept where I am in life.
There's no point.
There's
Whatever
no
I
point.
start will just fail anyway.
Whatever I start will just fail anyway.
I am lazy. I am unmotivated.
I'm lazy and unmotivated.
I don't like change.
I do not like change.
I'm waiting for everyone to do the thing for me.
I'm waiting for everyone to do the thing for me,
And I'll just ride on their coattails.
and I will ride on their coattails.
Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we'll finish this round out. My head is hurting, my throat is tight.
Mine's
That
spinning.
part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
My head feels like it's in a vice, right? Which is a very normal feeling when you're doing the CTT. So if you're having like, yawning is good. That's an energy release. Tightness in the chest or throat. That's a positive sign. Why? Because it signifies the energy is moving out of the body. Okay. I do have a sharp pain on the left side of my like left temple. Okay. So we're not hitting the bullseye. What did you get, Mr. Reality?
I live my life by comparison of others and not for what I want to do for myself.
Well, yeah. Yeah, of course. If you measure your success by what everybody else is doing, I don't know how you would ever feel successful because there's always going to be someone
Right.
achieving something out there.
I
Like,
look
how
to
would
that
you ever
person
feel?
and not succeed on my own. Right.
Right? So say you reach a certain level, but wait a minute, I'm not like Elon Musk, or I'm not, there's always going to be someone out there achieving something. So you can't draw these comparisons. Um, let me tune in. What are we getting? Sadness. Sadness. It's like
About
I've been beat down my whole life. This is the discouragement that we have received on the outside. Okay. And somebody gave this to me one time, and it's always stuck with me. It's like the crabs in the bucket. You'll have the one crab that's trying to get out, but when you're surrounded by really toxic people, okay, just like the crabs, what do the crabs do? They start pulling the crab that's trying to make its way out down, okay? Because misery loves company. Then a lot of times, you were raised in like highly competitive environments, and which isn't good. I always try to tell my kids, like, stop being competitive with each other's in the home. You're supposed to be competitive with others outside of the home, right? Just stop being competitive with each other. That's ridiculous. You should be supportive. But what I'm getting is like, it just really, it's where we have been discouraged. It's we everything out there just discourages us, and that's because the universe is very competitive. Everybody wants to win. Oh, now that made my throat really tight. Okay. And I'm sorry, what did you get, Mr. Reality?
I live my life by comparison and compare it to others without seeing my own success.
Life by comparison. Okay. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I live my life by comparison.
I live my life by comparison.
There's always someone better than me.
There's always someone better than me.
There's always people that will steal my thunder.
There's always people that will steal my thunder.
I have been discouraged every step of the way.
I've been discouraged every step of the way.
I do not have a good support system in place.
I do not have a good support system in place.
And I have believed all of the lies.
And I believe all of the lies.
What else?
I abuse myself for not being perfect.
I abuse myself for not being perfect. Yes. I am happy. I am happy for the success of others,
I am
but
happy for the success of others,
I don't celebrate my success.
but I
My
don't
success.
celebrate my own successes.
Thank you. What else?
I lack self compassion.
I lack self-compassion. I believe in the ideas of other people.
I believe in the idea of other people.
Their ideas are better than mine.
Their ideas are better than mine.
I am scared what people will think of my ideas.
I am scared what people will think of my ideas.
I fear rejection,
I fear rejection,
self-hatred,
self hatred,
sadness.
sadness.
I'm lonely in my ideas.
I am lonely in my ideas.
I don't even want to talk about them or share them with others
I do not even want to talk or share them with others
because they will just tear me down.
because they will tear me down.
Anything else?
I practice negative self care.
Oh God, that's a good one. I practice negative self-care. I love that. That's so true. I I believe the negative voices or the negative chatter in my head.
I believe the negative voices or chatter in my head.
They're right, I'm wrong.
They are right. I am wrong.
What else? If I come up with a good idea, someone will steal it.
If I come up with a good idea, someone will steal it.
What, anything else?
No.
Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So you're giggling, I'm giggling. So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, my throat is still tight. What did you get?
I got this idea of a foreman showing a blueprint for a house saying, you made a mistake here, you made a mistake here, over there, you made a mistake. And they're just pointing out our mistakes, not anything good about the blueprint. So we do that in our own lifetime. Focus on dwell on the mistakes instead of, I made a straight line.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. So people are always pointing out your mistakes.
Right.
That makes sense. Okay. So, my throat is still tight. What is the reason for the tightness? Let's have a look. What is the reason? It's I'm surrounded by people that don't want me to succeed. It intimidates them and they're threatened by it. Okay? Let's see if that'll release it. Okay. And then if you can hold on to what you said, because my brain is like fried. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
If I succeed,
If I succeed,
others around me will no longer like me.
others around me will no longer like me.
They want me to fail.
They want me to fail.
They're intimidated by my success.
They are intimidated by my success.
And their opinions of me matter.
And their opinions of me matter.
I believe what they believe.
I believe what they believe.
What else?
Others around me and I only focus on the failures on my blueprint.
Others and others and I, sorry,
Only
others
focus
around me and
on the
I
failure in my blueprint.
only focus on the failure in my blueprint. There's always someone there to point out my imperfections.
There is always someone there to point out my imperfection.
I can't do it. I just
I
can't do
cannot
it.
do it.
I don't want people pointing out the flaws in my plan.
I do not want people pointing out the flaws in my plan.
They measure success differently.
They measure success differently.
They see me as a failure.
They see me as a failure.
So I just live in that opinion.
So I live in that opinion.
I have to stay small to be in this family.
I have to stay small to be in this family.
I'm still stuck in my life lessons.
I'm still stuck in my life lessons.
I'm hiding my light to shine for others.
I'm hiding my light to shine for others.
I'm I fear what people will think,
I fear what people will think,
and I'm scared of my own power.
and I am scared and afraid of my own power.
What will happen if I am successful?
What will happen if I am successful?
My life will have to change.
My life will have to change.
Anything else?
I'm afraid of being sucked down the drain
I'm afraid of being sucked down the drain with all the other failures.
with
Yeah.
all the other failures.
And losers. Oh my God. That's a good one. Anything else? I'm not allowed to be powerful.
I am not allowed to be powerful.
I don't trust it.
I do not trust it.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. My throat is still tight, so we got to get the bullseye. Okay. I applaud my failures, and so do others.
I applaud my
They,
failures, and so do others.
that's how they know me.
That's how they know me.
They don't expect much from me.
They don't expect much from me.
They won't like me if I do succeed.
They will not like me if I do succeed.
They will not tolerate my success.
They will not tolerate my success.
They only celebrate my failures.
They only celebrate my failure.
That's what we do best.
That's what we do best.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. That feels so much better. I feel okay. I felt that release. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
So that right there, when we took the breath in and out, that's when it made it pop, right? And that's why we do the breath in the rounds, because we're pushing that energy out. Often it sits in the base of the throat. And sometimes people want to do tapping and they don't actually want to verbalize the words. Well, verbalizing, saying the words, right? It just helps push the energy out. It will work if you're just tapping and you're thinking in terms of the phrases, right? But it's more powerful if you actually say it. And when we did that deep breath, I felt it release. Like it didn't want to budge. It was starting to worry me. I'm like, how much we're going to be here for another hour. Like I could not get rid of it, but we managed to get rid of it. And it really was about we only celebrate each other's failures and not the success, right? That's what we know. That's our energy patterns. Like that's how we bond with other people is through failure. So wow, we managed to do it. So let's do easily and joyfully manifest. We're going to close now. Optimum guidance, positive emotional fulfillment, gratitude, self-love, and the ability to heal these misconceptions or what so let me ask George, what is it because my brain is fried, the ability to heal all of these false beliefs that we have of ourselves, right? This false belief, like he's just saying, false belief. Okay, because we're believing in it and we have to let that go. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
optimum guidance,
optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self love,
self love,
and the ability to heal
and the ability to heal
and the ability to dismiss
and the ability to dismiss
any and all negative false beliefs
any and all negative false belief
that we have of ourselves
that we have of ourselves
and all of those wonderful spaces that we just opened up.
in all of those wonderful spaces we've just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. This was a difficult one today. I found it, really relaxing and calming, but then my brain was like switched off. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it. It is done.
Like my brain just completely turned off. Okay, so let's hold for questions as we always do. Thank you so much, Mr. Reality, as always, and all of you. So we'll hold for questions.
Thanks, everybody. Great seeing you, and I will see you next week.